U.S. technology giant Qualcomm is taking a significant stake in Sharp Corporation, the embattled Japanese company that has seen better days. With me to discuss this is Wakabayashi, our technology correspondent in Tokyo. Dai, thanks for joining. I know you've been following the story very closely. This is a pretty big watershed moment, I think, in Japanese corporate history. I mean, we've never really seen a big U.S. tech company taking a stake in a rival before in Japan. What does this mean for the future of Japan's technology industry?
Well, it certainly shows a sign that it's a new day, certainly for the industry. Sharp was once considered one of the Japan's, strongest and leading names in the electronics sector. And the fact that it's out there basically looking to collect money from anyone who's willing to invest, basically. And Qualcomm stepped up to the plate here today with the, $120 billion investment, $1 million investment in Sharp. It just shows that, kind of how desperate a situation is for Sharp and the industry in general.
And the fact that it's a foreign investor, I think, is also pretty significant because we haven't seen a lot of that in Japan, as you know very well. What's more interesting, though, is that these two companies are going to start producing this new kind of panel together. Now, the technology is called IGZO technology. Tell us a little bit more about what it can do.
Right. So Qualcomm has its own screen technology and Sharp has its own screen technology, and the two are going to try to work together to develop a kind of next generation display. One of the big issues right now with the displays that we're all using today is that it really sucks up battery life. And so it's great to have this great smartphone or tablet device, but if it runs out of battery in 2 hours, 3 hours, you're not really maximizing what it can do. And so what a lot of the companies are trying to do in Sharp with its IGZO display and Qualcomm with its display technology is to find a kind of low power alternative. And the two companies together are trying to merge both their technologies, which are both kind of these low power alternatives, and create a kind of next generation display that's going to be really friendly, I guess, to smartphones and tablets.
So does the success or failure of Sharp rest basically on this proprietary technology that it has?
That's what the company is saying. Basically, the company is saying this is their trump card. And we reported last week that Sharp is also in talks with Dell and Intel about capital stakes as well. And part of that is because of this IGZO technology. Now, IGZO is a kind of strange sounding name, but it's basically a collection of the letters of the materials used to create the display. Today's displays are mostly created from silicon, and this is a new kind of set of materials that are combined to form this new type of display. And what's interesting about this display, according to Sharp, is that not only is it low energy, it makes your touchscreen a lot more responsive and react faster, as well as allows more pixels per inch, so you have more screen density and more kind of a sharper picture. No pun intended, I guess.
I'm not laughing, by the way. But Dai, in terms of this technology, the question is, can Sharp mass produce this at a level where it makes sense for them on a cost basis? Because that's a real problem. They don't have a lot of cash right now.
Yeah. The thing about IGZO is, while it holds a lot of promise, it's been difficult in terms of mass producing it. The production yields, which is kind of the driver and whether a screen's going to be very profitable or not, have been very low on IGZO so far. Sharp thinks that it's figuring things out, and that it's the same as with any new screen technology, that it just takes time to ramp up. Unfortunately for Sharp, it doesn't have that kind of time to ramp up, and it doesn't have the capital leeway. I guess hopefully with these types of new investments from Qualcomm and other partners potentially, they think that this will give them more time to roll out, IGZO and hopefully reach the kind of full promise that the technology offers.
And is IGZO actually used in any products right now, or is it still in its testing phase?
Yeah, Sharp has a few of its own smartphones using IGZO right now. I believe one of the iPads uses IGZO along with other LCD technology, so it's kind of hard and to show really what it can do. I think Sharp is hoping that its own products will really show the potential of IGZO, but it hasn't been incorporated in many products yet.
Great. Thanks so much for your time. Wakabayashi, our technology correspondent in Tokyo with the Wall Street Journal. Thanks for watching Asia Today.